Chit Chat with T. I'm your host, Miss T. Let's get right into it. I came to give my commentary, my thoughts, and opinions, my 2 3 cents on what's been going on. So looks like the Beyonce's internet has been hot, and unfortunately, we've had several multiple accusations of numerous lawsuits accusing powerful men in the entertainment industry of what do you say of SA and just abusive acts. Okay, one of the most recent ones was P Diddy. Cassie abused P Diddy. If you want to know and hear that document or the lawsuit document read word for word, definitely check out Pam Esquire. She's an attorney and a YouTuber. She did a great job breaking that down. But nevertheless, let's move on. Yeah, so it's just been hot. And I honestly like what's going on in the year 2023 because it seems like all that's been done in the dark in the entertainment world is coming to the light. That's what it feels like to me. That's just to my personal opinion. But nevertheless, like I said, let's keep going. Now I am a fan of actor and singer Jamie Foxx. Okay. I am a fan and all the things. But unfortunately, Jamie has been accused. Now, these accusations came from an alleged incident that apparently occurred or supposedly occurred during a 2015 encounter, according to court documents. Okay, now the accusations following numerous lawsuits. When we already talked about that, we talked about all the different accusations coming out in the entertainment industry. And I'm gonna keep going, but you know what? There's more to come. There's more to come. This is only just a little bit. I know there's more to come. I'm not gonna get into that, but this is just a little bit. Okay, there's more. Anyway, so and then one of the questions too is why was she able to file this lawsuit in 2023? And it seems like it's beyond the statute of limitations. Well, here's the answer. And according to the article, it says the lawsuits have been filed as the deadline approaches for the Adult Survivors Act in New York, a piece of legislation that provided victims with a 1 year period to report their sex abuse claims beyond the statute of limitations. That is why. Moving on. Okay, so the woman who is referred to as Jane Doe throughout the court documents, okay, said that Fox, whose real name is Eric Marlon Bishop, assaulted her at the Catch restaurant rooftop in New York City in August 2015. And this is according to TMZ, who first broke the story. Okay, moving on. Now, I will say that the Catch is good. I don't mean to make it light, but the Catch is really good. Well, at least in the South, the Catch restaurant, the food is great, in my opinion. All right, moving on. In the document, the woman says she and a friend was seated at a table next to Fox and asked him for a photo. The plaintiff alleged that he seemed intoxicated. Now you know Jamie's been known to have a good time and have a couple sips and all the okay, and eventually led her to a private part of the restaurant where he began touching her breast and waist. Mm-mm-mm. Moving on, a nearby staff member walked away despite the plaintiff stepping back in effort to get away. This particular line troubled my soul, but I'm gonna keep going. Fox then continued the assault by putting his fingers in her vajayjay, okay, in anus, until the plaintiff friend came to the area, and according to the court documents. And this is, I didn't, anyway, plaintiff suffered and continues to suffer severe emotional distress and anxiety, humiliation, embarrassment, post traumatic stress disorder, and other physical and emotional emotional damages. That's what the document reads, okay? And if you want to read this entirety, you can. So let's get into what's going on here, why is she just not coming out. We talked about kind of why she was able to file it even though it's beyond the statute of limitations. Let's talk about why would she come out, why did she wait so late. Well, there could be a lot of reasons why she waited so late, but in my opinion, I think one of the reasons, just from information I've read and what I've heard, is it could be that she was nervous, not just nervous but like scared and didn't want to be humiliated, and she was obviously feeling some type of way and having all these issues, and she didn't want to be, because a lot of times victims tend to get ridiculed and thrown in a bus, like slid on the bus quickly. And I don't mean like actually slid on the bus, but you know what I'm saying? Like they get talked about and they pull up their dating record and why were you there, blah blah blah. So maybe she just was being fearful. Maybe she was nervous or she was scared. She didn't want to be talked about. She didn't want to dig all her life, whole thing all up, blah blah blah. But nevertheless, I do think she actually came out because, like we stated before, there are other cases that have been coming out, other accusations, like in the most, and obviously the most recent one that I personally heard about was P Diddy case. Cassie sued P Diddy and she won. Okay, well, not really she won, but she did. Right? They settled. He settled, and he said they settled in 24 hours. I'm not gonna get into that, but that's like, is that like a record? Like that was so fast. Moving on. Okay, so yeah, but that's one thing. Like, why does she just not coming forward? But then, that could be part of it. I don't know the real reason, but you let me know, why do you think she's just not coming forward? But I guess it really doesn't matter. If she's a victim, she's a victim. Okay, so but then the other question is, on the flip side, do we think that Jamie Foxx could actually do this? We don't really know him personally, but from what we've heard through social media, do we think that he could have done it? Well, what I will say is Jamie is known to party. We've heard rumors that he's a partier and he likes to drink and have a good time. I think I heard, and again, all this is allegedly, okay? I think I heard that he throws the best parties in Hollywood, allegedly. Moving on, and he parties hard, and that's what I heard. I don't know how true that is, but I heard. And then the other part about it is, now I will say, another thing is that back in 2018, Jamie was accused of SA. Okay, and then when I ran across this, I was reminded. I got a little tickled. I'm not tickled because of what happened, but it's so far fetched. It's so crazy. Like, what? It's crazy when you hear it. So back in 2018, Jamie was accused of slapping. He slapped this lady allegedly with his penis. Okay, but obviously he denied the claim. That's what people reported. That's so crazy to me. But you know what? I don't recall what happened with that. Maybe they settled. I don't remember what even happened with that. But it went away. I don't recall anybody just talking about it. But that's crazy. Okay. So what I got out of this whole thing is crazy. That What I will say is that this 2023 is the year of things that are done in the dark is definitely coming to the light, specifically in Hollywood. And I can tell, or in my opinion, there's more to come. There's more to come, and he's not the only one. So let me know what you think. Do you think he'll beat these charges? Or do you think he deserves it, or what? Just let me know what your thoughts are, okay? But nevertheless, I do wish the victim the best, and hope she can get some type of healing. I know money won't do it, but maybe this will give her some type of peace. But let's see if this is true, okay? And but kudos to her for having the courage to, even as in Jane Doe, to come out and say, "Hey, this happened to me." Nevertheless, let me know what you think, please. I'd appreciate it, okay? As I always say, we can't change anyone else. We only can change ourselves. Focus on the things you can control and not on the things you can't. I will be back with another one. Thank you and goodbye.